New into stock, Mercedes-Benz SLK. It's a 1.8 SLK200 compressor. It's 2005 on an 05 plate. Low miles at 56,150. Fuel economy, urban 22.6, extra urban 42.2, and combined is 32.1. 0 to 60 time of 8.3 seconds, a top speed of 140 miles per hour out of 163 brake horsepower, 16 valve engine. Road tax, 6 months £178.75, 12 months £325. I remember when these first came out, way back when, I think it was late 96, early 97. This one's got the Formula One design kind of droop snoot on the front there. Finished in brilliant silver metallic. We've got multi-spoke alloy wheels. Of course, the hood folds down electrically. It was a kind of a revelation when it first came out. Just all goes into the boot there. That's the room there with the which would allow the hood to go down. This hard case here, once that's in place, you can put the hood down. If it's up, then it won't go down, but of course you've got a lot more luggage space in here. Even with the separator down, I've still got enough room there for 2 camera bags, my tripod, a couple of coats, so it's not too bad. And if you're going on holiday, you've not got the hood down anyway. You get to your hotel, take your suitcases out, and then you can tour around wherever you're going with the hood down to your heart's content. Just took those away, put that back, and I'll take you for a ride in it. That's the remote Mercedes key into a slot on the dash there, and start up. Just put my seatbelt on first. Turn the radio down. Okay, I'll put the hood down. Hopefully my cameras won't get caught. That's with the tray across in the back. We'll just go for a short drive with the hood down. Hopefully it won't be too disastrous with the wind noise on the microphone, but it's quite a nice day in the UK today. Unfortunately, it's very, very windy, so there's quite a crosswind. So it's automatic, proper handbrake, which I personally like. Let's see if I can get a bit further away. Now it has got this wind deflector at the back there, and to be honest, I find it a little bit annoying. It kind of, when you look in the mirror, it gives you kind of a hazy look, which I don't particularly like, but as long as it does the trick on the wind on the back of your neck, it's not too bad. Car drives absolutely fantastic, and when you consider, I'm just trying to remember, I think it was late 96 they came out. So the early ones would have been on a P. The first ones were registered very, very late. I remember rolling off the transporter, and bearing in mind that we're asking £5,500 for this car. When they first came out 22 years ago, I was offered £10,000 in a brown paper bag to let somebody have the first one. So this is it's great value for money, and it's as much fun as you can have, I would say. £5,500, it's just a great car. It's fast enough for anybody for a sports car. I don't think that the thrill of a sports car is all about speed. I think it's mostly about being able to take corners faster than you would normally in any car, and just being on the open road. I'll put the hood up here because we're going on the motorway, but Oh, hang on. Handbrake on. There you go. Proper tin top with a heated glass back window. So none of that. I've had some convertibles where in winter you're driving along and there's water dripping on you where the hood's frozen and then it's defrosting. There we go. That's fast enough for anybody. Puts a smile on your face. So yeah, proper hard-lined tin top. They do get a little bit creaky after a while. The rubbers seem to dry out. However, Sunday afternoon, a little pot of Vaseline, just wipe the rubbers over, and those little creaks seem to disappear. But it's just well worth the it's just well worth the money, really. If you don't need a lot of luggage space and you don't have two kids to put in the back, then this is a fantastic car. We've got cruise control on here, multifunction steering wheel. Let's see what we've got. That's 56,170 it's done. I did say 150, but we've kind of been knocking about in it. That's most fun you can have, except if you've got a motorbike there, like those two people. Right, let's see what we've got. So that's trip counter in the centre, settings, no malfunctions. That's always a good sign. Back there. Set date. Oh gosh. CD radio. Got a little kind of glasses compartment there. Previous owners left his glasses in them. And then your heater controls across here. Your global unlocking, hazard warning lights. There you go. You've got height and reach adjustable steering wheel. Click that back before it changes. Always loved these cars right from the time they came out. I used to sneak one home at weekends every time I got a chance. Alpha Giulietta there. A real sporty feel to it. As I say, they always make me want to drive too fast. I drive cars with a lot bigger engines than this, and I drive a lot slower. But it's the epitome of a proper sports car. Nice leather seats, finished in silver metallic. It's got the brushed aluminium insets in the dashboard, and kind of matching on the switch gear here. We'll try the cruise control in a second. And also we know the electric windows work. Just try to knock that over to the right, and there we go, the mirror working fine. I was expecting the van to pull out, he's not done so far. So click that over to, well, we've given him his chance. Try and get this to 70. Always a bit wary about being behind something with things strapped on the back there. Right, so 70. Cruise is on there. We're doing 3,000 revs. Get out the middle lane. So it's more geared for sporty handling than it is on the motorway. But to be fair, it is fun to drive. I'll show you through the Benz up here. Perhaps put the roof down again, to be fair. Try and just tuck in front of this wagon. Somebody moving a house. I hope they're not going the same way as we are. I think I must have upset this guy behind here. Now just look at that. What a lunatic Millers. It was about 6 inches off my bumper when he pulled out into the other lane, and he's towing that. And it's not got the plates on the back that he should have either. At one point then I thought he was just going to drive over the top of me. I always forget to speak when I'm enjoying driving a car, which is probably good for you. It's a long MOT, and just as it's come in, this hasn't been touched. It's just as it came in, so it's been really well looked after. It is always the same when you've got something fun to drive with good handling. It always seems to spoil your day out. When these first came out, they've got such a fantastic residual value that you could put them on contract hire or lease for virtually nothing. And one of my best friends was getting a company car, and I think he was allowed something like £350 a month. And this was back in the day, but £350 a month. And I got him an SLK with absolutely every extra on for less than his budget. And it came to an absolute fortune, and it was great. But of course, what we both forgot about was the P11D price. So although his payments were low, unfortunately the amount of tax he had to pay because of the price of the company car was quite shocking. So I don't think he's ever forgiven me for that. But that's the value for money you get with these. Again, there's another. I'm gonna pull up here, put the hood down, and let's just go back to the garage, or let's just go back to Starbucks with the hood down and enjoy this day. Right, so there's nothing in front of me. Let's go. Absolutely beautiful. So when these cars came out, Mercedes-Benz were kind of still not the sort of svelte shape they are now, good-looking cars they are now. They were just in your face. We've got the S-Class, big slab-sided thing, massive, not environmentally friendly at all. And then this rolled off the transporter, and it was the shape of things to come. And as I say, I personally sold, well, 5 years supply. Within, probably before they even came out, I took orders for the next 5 years supply. So hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. We're doing 50 miles an hour with the roof down, and it is a windy day today, but I mean, you see there, there's it wants to get in little or no draft on the back of my neck with this wind deflector, so that's doing its job as well. Okay, well, with this guy in the Nissan whatever has managed to spoil this lovely road. He's doing 30 on it. It's a 50 mile an hour limit, and there's some really nice bends, but yeah, we're going into a 30 mile an hour zone now, so it'll probably drop down to about 10. I'll finish the test drive there, and just remind you to have a look at our web store on GG Cars or BC Cars, whichever one you're on, and please like and subscribe if the video's been of any use to you. The great benefit to us, I videoed 2 cars last week. One was an E-Class, that sold straight away. One was a CLA, that sold within 10 minutes of it going live on the website. So as I say, the videos do help, and we do put a lot of effort into them. So if you can go to our website and visit our web store, there's all sorts of stuff there that you can save money on. You can arrange your own car finance, you can get a price from We Buy Any Car on your how much your car's worth, or even sell it them. My Car Check. We're also going to be using, we already use V-Check. They actually check to make sure the car hasn't been involved in an accident and put back on the road. You may have seen recently a program on BBC, I think it was Watchdog, where there was cars on main dealer forecourts that had been written off and sold in salvage auctions, repaired and put back on the road before the new V55 or V5 was printed, or before it was recorded on HPI. So if you're not buying a car, we check them on that. If you're not buying a car from us, I would suggest that I'll try and remember to put a link in, or go on the web store, and it's vcheck.uk. If you're buying any cars, make sure you check it through there, because you don't want a nasty surprise. I'll finish the drive here anyway, and thanks for watching.